fucks up. This is an extra special video because Ashley's in it and she really didn't want to be in it and she's really mad right now. And something about feels homeless, which is weird because we're inside.
It's bedtime.
It is bedtime. Any fucking way. I said I look like I have titties from this angle, so it makes up for her feeling like she's homeless, which is fine. I got a sick idea for a video today. And it was pretty hard because the girl wanted to know what you should do for training, essentially. If a guy and a girl were training, what the differences would be for them to get whatever their respective goals were. So I said I would simplify it and make it so it's a guy and a girl with the same shit. They just wanted to both add muscle. And I figured it'd be good if Ashley was here because, well, she's got the fucking girl parts and I got the penis. Any fucking way. So for me, I think realistically, I'm not biased at all. Obviously, I think girls can do exactly what dudes can do to a certain extent. But I think that the intensity of training may be different. Don't be upset. I think that the intensity of training might be a little bit upset between guys and girls. Obviously, because girls have less testosterone than dudes, regardless. And with certain supplementation.
I think the word intense might be the wrong word.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? Girls can't take certain things that guys can take on top of the fact that we already have more natural testosterone. I'm not saying girls' workouts aren't intense. I'm just saying in comparison. If you look at like Marine boot camps and stuff,
Okay.
the requirements that you would have in comparison to requirements that I would have would be different.
Okay.
100%. Okay, so in saying that, I think that aside from that, the protocol and stuff would be relatively the same. When me and Ashley train, you do exactly what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like to a T, but because we can keep up with each other and stuff like that. And Ashley's got like this freak retard strength, and the difference isn't really that annoying to deal with, switching weights over and over and stuff. So I think it's relatively the same. I think realistically, it's too wide of a spectrum to talk about even because it changes from person to person. You could have me and someone who looks exactly like me, but their training is completely different than mine. Just because our body composition is the same doesn't mean that things work the same.
Yeah.
And I think essentially all you want to be looking for is that you're getting better each week. I don't keep a gym diary, but I got a pretty good memory. The only thing I can actually remember is how to get dressed and how much weights I lift. So I just remember that. Progressive overload is like the technical term if you want to get all Bill Nye about it. Bill.
So I think if the question was
How would the training differ between a guy and a girl looking to do the same goal? So I say if you're building muscle, it would be only differences would probably be in pounded as lift, obviously, but I think you would train relatively the same.
Well, I do. We have the same goal. Kind of. We do.
Yeah. But I think that you would train relatively the same. I mean, well, you said earlier that girls hold fat different.
So
stuff.
if Travis's goals were to get a crazy 8-pack and so were mine, obviously as a girl we'd have to train differently because we hold the fat around our hips and our bellies, whereas guys pretty much get the big massive beer guts. So obviously it'd be different. We carry weight differently than the men do, but I mean as far as training, that's diet. So as far as training wise, it'd be the same. I mean you're essentially going to be doing the same thing.
I think, okay, this is going to make me sound pretty bro, but I think there's stuff that works better for girls than for guys. There's no motherfucking way that my 225-pound ass is going to do like 2 hours of cardio.
See, I was going to say, for us it would be cardio and we'd lose it all. If we stuck to cardio for someone who wants to, if that's their goal, cardio would work essentially better on women than it would on men for that goal at least.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's too fucking hard because I fucking eat. It's too different per person. It's a fucking really hard question. But I think that you would train relatively close to the same. I mean, there'd be small differences here and there. There'd be things that are going to work better for girls that are going to work better for guys. And it's just based on like biomechanics and how girls are built and how guys are built and the hormones produced and what's happening in regards to our metabolism and stuff with our diet. But I think it's fucking, I don't know, man.
It's relatively the same. I mean,
I think
unless you're like a one-off situation where nothing works for you, then obviously it's a little bit hard, but...
Then you're fucked. Then you're
I think you're pretty much, you have the same goals, you train for the same goals. I mean, whether you're a girl or a guy.
Whether you got a dick or not a dick, it's the same. I think, well, it depends, too. Because, like, a lot of, like, it's just, like, in terms of mobility and stuff like that, too, like, there's actual scientific backing that says, like, that, well, besides the fact that fucking you can go inside and I'm, you know, hanging outside.
Thanks for the...
Well, yeah, fucking science, but there's actual stuff, there's differences in our mobility and stuff like that from, like, the day we're born. So there's going to be a few major fucking differences, but not major, minor differences. But essentially, I don't see a reason for the training to be different.
Yeah.
It all comes down to what works for you. We have a similar training style. Our rep ranges and stuff are similar. I respond to volume, and I progressively get into heavier weight. So does she. So that's exactly what we do. You just have to find out what works for you. It's a niche. It's different for everybody, but I think it's relatively the same. The processes are different because guys hold fat in different places. The last place that a guy will put on fat will be in the stomach, and the first place that a girl will put fat on will be the stomach. So while your girlfriend's leaning out and you're leaning out, you're like, fuck, my arms look good, my back look good, my shoulder look good, my chest look good, I got this fucking gut. And your girlfriend's like, I have flabby arms and a fucking little 4-pack starting. It's just fucked up. The processes are going to be different and the timing of everything's going to be different, but I don't think that is relatively dependent on how you train. Girls have this idea that they should do all this fucking stupid shit, and guys are just like, oh, we should do. I'm just saying that is a norm. There's some kind of weird consensus going on, like that fucking girls should only do fucking weird CrossFit shit and 19 hours of cardio and the fucking booty leg cable extensions, and I think that's fucking garbage.
They work.
No, man.
Yeah, man.
Squats
too, but he doesn't know shit about booties, so.
I got a big old bum. Let's be honest. If I was a dude, I'd fucking butt. I got some booty for days.
But I have booty goals. Like, the hashtag booty goals was made for me, so.
Facts, I Googled
cable
that.
kicks work.
Do your fucking cable kicks and whatever the fuck else.
They work.
Okay, so
I guess that's the difference. You would do that and I wouldn't.
Yeah, there you go.
Same goals.
There you go.
So, okay.
Fuck it. We got some stuff that's different. Or whatever.
But I think that's comfort level too. So.
Fuck it then.
So there you go. It's relatively the same.
Relatively the same. A very high percentage the same. But everyone's different.
Yeah. It's kind of, that's a hard question. That's pretty broad, but.
It's like, I like cake and you don't like cake.
But everyone in the world loves cake. Everyone loves cake. Like
everybody loves cake.
Yeah.
Like, I went to watch this after and see how big or small I look. I'm not sure. I keep telling everyone I'm like getting lean and I like feel like this video makes you look like a fat guy.
Yeah, and then he does that.
My arm looks small right there.
Anyways.
Relatively the same?
Hopefully that helped. Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video. Watch the next video. Like, share, subscribe. Tag your friends. Take a shitload of girls who want to know if they can train the same as their boyfriends or they're going to get really fucking huge. Doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
Your arms are kind of big, but I mean, like...
But it's my own fault. That's not from strictly lip. That's not a thing.
So. See ya.